TviQ is the poor dad on vacation who's just loaded up with everything just in case. 8 water bottles, 2 things of sunscreen, and Band-Aids just because, the kids might get in danger. I don't know, but TviQ is certainly carrying a lot. They are going up top immediately, and it hits Payload. vallutaja moving in for 3 swift kills. Once he got up top, that was all said and done, and he has opened the door for eUnited and then some.
Called him the final boss. That's 4 kills right away. You're going to have to deal with value. It's going to be interesting to see if TviQ chooses to go after him or not, because TviQ has had some issues with Scout v Scout today. I think Logic's had a couple times where he snuck up on him and put the fear of God in him, so we'll see if he tries to be the one to check it or they try to find another answer.
Once we get Tracer v Tracer, Valu able to check TviQ right then and there. So long as vallutaja is playing at that level, it's difficult for Misfits to react. They have to blow sound barrier relatively close to their spawn just to push eUnited out of their territory. They don't get any kills off it, and now here comes eUnited, a sound barrier of their own, pushing back in the Misfits, and Misfits is wounded. Take a look at the upper left here in their health bar. Nevix is going to fall to value, and now we'll see how much pressure eUnited can keep up here. They have lost a little momentum, but this has been just oppressive.
Yeah, an odd choice there to be blowing these ults on the defense to initiate these fights. I take umbrage with the term they had to use that sound barrier, because I don't think they had to at all. They could have used a reaction. It's a nice sleep. Will come down to stall out most of the primal rage, but he sleeps in the bubble. Again, an aggressive defensive blade comes in looking for some stifled by the Transcendence.
Cruz about to get Dragon Blade, which could be game ending. Maniton has advisor, but it's going to be difficult for him to get good positioning here, especially with Cruz in hot pursuit. The kills start coming in. eUnited with a 2-kill advantage, but no, it's going to get even up. Reinforce getting into the back, taking out both supports. And yet, I'm not sure it's going to matter. eUnited is still keeping on the pressure. Yes, they're not in the greatest situation for ults going to the next push, but they have plenty of time. Death from above. TviQ, ladies and gentlemen.
TviQ does not need a pulse bomb when you just one-clip a Zenyatta like that. They're going to go in regardless of that. The sound barrier starts it off. They've been really favoring giving Reinforce this boost a lot of the time. He's a little bit out of the mix right now. It will wear off.
Well, everyone deep dove, and Reinforce was stuck in the back with really no one to go in on, so eUnited creating another opportunity here. sharjk, the Primal Rage is out, booping and bopping Misfits off of this payload right now. Reinforce a Primal Rage in turn. Still, the momentum is here with eUnited. The Pulse Bomb is up here from Value. If he can just lob it into the spawn door, and everything going eUnited's way here. Misfits is in desperation. Now they have to come out here, try and stall it out, and look for a miracle kill to get this back. But it is looking grim indeed as eUnited is piling on right now, Hex. Here comes Misfits this time around. Reinforce making room near Car Wash, trying to at least secure the low ground here as eUnited just very firmly on top of the high ground, and they're laying in consistent damage as the bomb explodes. vallutaja again decimating the backline supports of Misfits, and this has been a brutal dive defense here so far from eUnited.
They think that they've gotten enough off of this first defense, and I believe that they're correct, so they're just going to back up a little bit.
Well, here comes TviQ in the backline. Pulse Bomb at the ready, and it's a very nice dive between TviQ and Maniton, taking down 2 on the top. Cruz tries to equalize and does. The Blade taking down 2 of his own, and eUnited able to stabilize here off of what could have been a decent engage here from Misfits. So very good at eUnited to just bring that one back.
Yeah, Cruz took the low ground and pressured out the Transcend too, but he was the only one down on the cart. The Transcend came and helped no one.
While the fight is still going on here, Misfits is able to regroup a bit. Respawns are coming in. We are going into this fight, phase 2. sharjk in the backline, Primal Rage has to back out. Not really that healthy here anymore. And Nevix, a blade of his own, coming out, going to the back, looking for anything he can get here, but it's rather dry as he gets taken down by Morte. Morte ejecting him, not having any of his blade, as Morte goes off, finding his moments as Lucio.
That's how you get Tinnitus. Tinnitus, no joke. I think I have it. It's not fun. Regardless, that is going to be almost a push there towards the end. TviQ is going to come in, try to equalize a little bit. He's not been landing the giant bombs that other people have as Morte continues to murder with the power of music.
eUnited's defense has been an iron wall here thus far. But here come the Misfits. Their final opportunity abounds. They chase down Volume into the server room, but Cruz finds Mineral in the beginning. The Transcendence comes out just too late to save Mineral here, and eUnited already at an advantage. Misfits not giving up here yet, though, Hex, as both teams trading out somewhat evenly in the payload. eUnited, though, starting to get control.
they've had to pay so much attention to Valu. The defense matrix was going towards him in the server room the entire time, just trying to keep the Zenyatta alive, knowing that he is the lurking threat. Meanwhile, while you're paying attention to that, the rest of the team pops ults, cleans it up, and this is very similar to what happened on King's Row last time these teams met. Full held before first point.
Reinforce getting punished on that counter dive there. Already a 6v5 opportunity for eUnited. They're going to pull the attack visor and see if this is enough to equalize, but much better opening here from eUnited. They get the early kills they need. It's 3-1, and TviQ is moving around. It's just a little bit delayed, but there's nowhere he can go. Surrounded by enemies on all sides. eUnited well on their way to retaking control of this point. Misfits coming back in. Dragon Blade is up. Nevix unchained. The blade is in, looking for Zen, but the sound barrier wasting his time. He gets a foot to the face. Boombox using those feet to great advantage. Oh my goodness, so close yet so far coming out there from Nevix.
It's the most humiliating melee in the game, by far. Everyone else is like a little slap and it hurts a lot, but the foot to the face.
Look, Zenyatta keeps exceptionally clean feet. He's floating all the time. Like, you don't have to worry about it. It's a cleaner depth than you might think. Then die, but then come back and attack visor. But no, Maniton, he's going to use attack visor immediately here. They are all or nothing, but it is going to be nothing as vallutaja decimates the backline here once more. 2 kills here from eUnited. And though they get more than perhaps expected, it's a really rough beginning where Maniton really didn't have anything to shoot at there with his attack visor.
Cruz might have experienced a little bit of lag or got himself a little bit out of position, and TviQ will punish him for it as TviQ tries to single-handedly bring this back. That is 2 kills already on his lonesome, and now getting a lot of damage going on.
A good Transcends Dragon Blade should be night-night here for eUnited, but will be executed well. There's a sound barrier. Nevix still holding on to the blade, but so much can be used here for Misfits still. There's the blade, they get the first kill, and this is going about as expected so far. Oh no.
I don't know what happened to Morte there. It's an odd break it down, but he's able to climb back up. Magic rollerblades are very useful. They also transcend on the point, but despite those support ultimates coming in, it's not the follow through for the team. That was not the cleanest looking of engagements from eUnited. Morte was in an odd position, broke it down by himself, fell into the cliff, maybe scoping out where that gold is, came back out, just seconds off on their coordination on some of that. Both teams diving early on, getting all of that cleave damage. This is how you always see this map open.
Misfits coming in with a much better flanking position here, and yet they don't come out unscathed. Reinforce has to give up his life. There's 5 versus 5 as eUnited takes refuge here in the building. The onslaught from Misfits, absolutely relentless here, and finally, they get their men. They will make that into a party room of death. Pulse bomb coming out here from vallutaja, opening things up, mineral down to start things off, and Value again going off into the back. It's 3 kills for vallutaja, everyone in his sights, and that is going to be eUnited striking right back in a much more timely fashion this time. Only 23% to Misfits. No support ultimates up for this next fight. Ideally, they would like to just only burn 1, but they can burn 2 to maintain control. No, they almost give up control of the point in the beginning, just barely catching that in time.
TviQ will get 1 pound of flesh in here, but still the numbers have gone in favor. TviQ is wearing not only a backpack, but maybe a baby Bjorn too. He's doing his best to take everyone with him, drag them all to victory, but it's not quite enough. The late sound barrier comes in, and we're gonna try to get back on this point.
Misfits has picked away at eUnited here bit by bit, and even though eUnited has a lot of ultimates in reserve, they haven't really been interested in using them except for now. The sound barrier comes in, and the Transcends might be in soon, but it's a little bit late. I mean, if you're gonna use a sound barrier, use it before you lose 2 people.
It's a little bit late, but they should have enough here. They finally have enough to clean up. The dash throughs will come in and evict them from the point, and again on the chase too. I wonder if this is a new thing that we'll see a little bit more of, because I think there are times where teams get away with retreats that they shouldn't.
Still a bit of delay coming out here from Reinforce, but all his friends are swiftly dying, Hex. Much like people at my parties.
I'm unavailable this weekend. I have prior engagements. The point is trying to get flipped back over. It is firmly in control of Misfits, and those 2 kills right there should lock it up.
TviQ holds the keys to ending this round in favor of Misfits and putting them that much closer to forcing a 3rd map. So we'll see what TviQ has up his sleeves here. Can he land a good pulse bomb? No, it does not connect where he wants.
Got him.
vallutaja, though, does connect his pulse bomb on the mineral, and that gives life to eUnited here, where they don't have anything left to give. This is a must-win fight, but it does look like they're winning.
Yeah, tale of 2 pulse bombs, as you mentioned. We are in that kind of meta where those bombs and those blades mean so much. And sharjk actually finally showing up, gets all the cleave damage and the clean up. This is going to be pretty close.
Misfits is going to have to get an early pick up here before Transcendence comes into play. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to do this. They're going to open up with Transcendence of their own. A counter Transcendence is out. The Self-Destruct is in. Both teams dropping ultimates early on here, and yet Misfits able to stay alive as 6, but for how long? Mineral under heavy pressure into the back. Oh, sharjk just takes down Zebbosai, an angry Winston in a close quarter situation. Not what you want to fight. 5 versus 5, but vallutaja opened up to go around, as it is going to be unfixed just with what will be the round-winning cleanup.
Baby Diva taking a ride on eUnited Airlines there, getting reaccommodated off the edge.
They don't have their Winston anymore. They have to deal with a fully fledged Misfits team, and they're just getting bullied off the point.
In these kind of compositions, it's so difficult once you lose your Winston. However, they've equalized it as Cruz comes back, takes down Reinforce.
Well, the scary thing here is that sharjk's going to be back in a moment, so the shoe's going to be on the other foot, and Misfits is getting thrown back, so they weren't able to capitalize on that advantage. They went a little bit too far deep, and eUnited just backs up enough to create their own opportunity and come right back in. In any case, they are coming back in here once more, looking for the way in. Pulse bomb out from TviQ, and it hits Paydirt. sharjk out of the fight, but the rest of the fight not going very well at all, as the flankers of eUnited just crush the back line of Misfits. Cruz and vallutaja might even share a mutual high five after that one. Next fight here, though, is underway. Manitin with the big guns. The tactical visor is out, looking for targets in the back. Will be zoning out eUnited if nothing else, and yet, you take a look, Boombox is able to stop Manitin and be that equalizing force once more, Hex, as you were just mentioning.
I think they're going to try to get a little bit of stall out here. Most of the kills have gone in favor, but this might be a time where eUnited just hangs out a little on the point, saves their ultimates. I mean, Pulse Bomb you can throw out if you want to be a hero Valo. No one's going to blame you for that. But look, he's just blinking around. He is going to toss it out. Doesn't matter much. He's going to get taken out late, but they wanted to save a couple ults, get it to 89. One more fight wins on the stage.
Misfits must do this properly, but look at that. Boombox finds Zebbo immediately, and now they have to burn everything just for a chance of staying alive in this fight.
Yeah, that is the light that says go, but the engagement will come in. Boombox gets another kill on TviQ, who went back there. Yes, he leaves him the parting gift, but Boombox is probably fine with that. He has gotten 2 important kills, all in favor of eUnited right now. Misfits has to find something just to stall out.
People thought boomboxes went out of style in the 90s, but it is 2017, and this boombox is banging right now as eUnited is able to come back in, retake control of the point. We'll see if Misfits can even stall this out, but they are running into a meat grinder, even if they do. As you see Cruz moving in, the blade is out, slicing his way through, bit deflection into the back, a little bit of rifle butt in his face as Misfits desperately looking for a way of keeping this round in contest, but overtime is ticking away, and they get onto it just in time, only to die.
Only to die. You really can't say enough about Boombox. You really can't. That level of Zen play is what you expect to see out of Europe. They all run Zen, and Boombox is probably the best Zen in Europe right now. It's hard to argue with the results.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Boombox!
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
This is just, I don't even, Misfits is losing people early on these fights from incredibly well-timed Zen charges. This is brutal. eUnited is getting fights for free off of what Boombox is doing. In any case, eUnited still in firm control of the point. Cruz might be down early on, but vallutaja falling to TviQ. TviQ getting a little bit of revenge there, and this will open up Misfits to reverse course here in this fight as TviQ cuts the music as Boombox is down.
Yeah, TviQ, we've said he has a backpack, a baby door, might as well add a fanny pack to it. He's doing his best to just carry this team as much as he can. Get some nice contribution from Manitin and Zebbo here towards the end, but when they are winning fights, it is 2 and 3 kills from TviQ.
Well, Misfits certainly has a bit of an edge going into this. They have the attack visor to back up the Transcendence. It's going to be Transcendence on both sides in all likelihood. The first one comes out from eUnited. Boombox leading his way in. Zebbosai countering. Everyone really happily not dying in the middle of that, but now the death can begin. The Transcendence is over, and Cruz is into the back, but it's the control coming out from Reinforce. Yeah. Not 1, but 2 Primal Rage kills as he bops eUnited all the way off at this point. Reinforce is going to be the first one in, but eUnited kind of wanted them to move in, and they're there at the punish. They stop Nevix right off the dive, and now, off the sound barrier, they have a 6 versus 4, so it's not just dive versus dive for eUnited. They're more than willing to punish your dive as Unfixed treats TviQ to the Helix special. Well, this could be the final fight here on the way. Misfits pressuring in, Transcendence and Tac Visor leading away, but eUnited, they clear out! They are out of there immediately! They don't give any value to that immediately, and here comes the Dragon Blade, but it might be late. TviQ finally hit a bit of power there, and Cruz, he's out of it.
Power spiking down into looking for the golds. If anyone knows it's down there, it would be Zenyatta. Misfits able to get that fight. Maybe, well, I don't know anymore because that pulse bomb could have been nice for some stall out. I don't think they're even going to get back to the point.
It's going to be difficult for eUnited to touch a point here again. Misfits knows it. That's why they're coming out here. And look at this. sharjk gets the point just in time. Crosses the plane. We are in overtime. And Zebbosai is down. eUnited might be bringing this back after an incredibly epic dive from sharjk. Who knows where we're going here? Hex says sharjk has two. Cruz piling on the Dragon Blade. Misfits thought they had this one, but they are getting rejected by eUnited here.
What was Winston's icon from the Summer Games? Because it should be triple jump. Because that was insane. A beautiful leap, a reset from Primal Rage, a leap back on, takes control of the points.
And now it's Misfits on the back foot. Down players desperately delaying. Mineral gives up his life for the cause. Maniton sliced into pieces. And eUnited brings it back after what was the most epic Winston leaps we have seen.